There was an old witch named Granny Crow wherever she...
Set in the sultry South, Baby Doll unfolds a tale of desire and deception that captivated and shocked audiences alike. Directed by Elia Kazan, this 1956 dramatic black comedy features standout performances from Carol Baker, Carl Malden, and Eli Wallach. The film, produced by Kazan and Tennessee Williams, draws its inspiration from Williams' one-act play, 27 Wagons Full of Cotton. Baker's portrayal of the titular character, a young woman trapped in a childlike existence, is both provocative and unsettling. Her interactions with Malden's character, a desperate cotton gin owner, and Wallach's role as a rival suitor create a tension that is palpable throughout the film. The controversial themes and bold scenes led to widespread outrage, prompting a national boycott that highlighted the cultural clash of the era. The film's daring approach to sexuality and morality pushed boundaries, making it a significant piece in cinematic history. The impact of Baby Doll continues to resonate, as it challenges viewers to confront their own perceptions of innocence and desire. While living in Tigertail County, Mississippi, middle-aged Archie Lee Mahan and 19-year-old Baby Doll Mahan have been married for close to 2 years. Their relationship is marked by a peculiar arrangement rather than genuine affection. Archie, a man in his 40s, is drawn to Baby Doll's youthful beauty and innocence, while Baby Doll, in turn, seeks the security and stability that comes with marriage. However, their union is not built on love. It is a transactional relationship where each person fulfills a specific need for the other. Archie is frustrated by Baby Doll's childlike demeanor and her refusal to consummate their marriage, which he believes is a fundamental part of their agreement. Baby Doll, on the other hand, enjoys the freedom of her youth and the attention she receives, often playing the role of the naive girl. This dynamic creates tension as Archie grows increasingly impatient, while Baby Doll remains playful and resistant. Their marriage reflects a deeper commentary on desire, power, and the complexities of human relationships, revealing how two people can be bound together by convenience rather than true connection. The story unfolds in a way that highlights the struggles and conflicts that arise from their unconventional marriage, leaving both characters to navigate their own desires and the expectations placed upon them.
As often as you say he turned in his grave, that old man would plow up the graveyard. Look at your arrow.
As the days draw closer to Baby Doll's 20th birthday, the tension surrounding her marriage agreement becomes palpable. The arrangement stipulates that the couple must consummate their marriage on this significant day, yet Baby Doll is filled with dread at the thought. Instead of embracing her impending adulthood, she finds herself resisting the idea of intimacy. Her behavior reflects a complex mix of innocence and provocation. She often teases her husband and other men with her overtly sexual demeanor, embodying the very essence of her Baby Doll persona. This playful yet defiant attitude serves as a shield against the reality of her situation. In her home, she chooses to sleep in a crib located in the nursery, a choice that emphasizes her reluctance to transition into a more mature role. This setting allows her to maintain a semblance of childhood, even as the expectations of adulthood loom large. Baby Doll's actions are a blend of flirtation and rebellion, showcasing her struggle between the desire for freedom and the pressures of societal norms. Her behavior is not just a reflection of her youth, but also a commentary on the constraints placed upon her by the marriage itself. The impending consummation becomes a source of anxiety rather than excitement, highlighting her internal conflict as she navigates the complexities of her identity and desires. Archie Lee's marriage to Baby Doll came with a significant condition set by her now deceased father. He insisted that Archie provide Baby Doll with financial security, a promise that weighs heavily on Archie as they navigate their life together. They reside in a dilapidated mansion, a once grand home that now shows the scars of neglect and time. Living with them is Aunt Rose Comfort, who adds to the household's complexity. While Archie Lee is attempting to make some renovations to the house, his efforts are limited by his dwindling financial resources. The renovations are not enough to transform the mansion into the comfortable and appealing home that Baby Doll dreams of. She longs for a space that reflects her desires and aspirations, but the reality of their financial struggles keeps those dreams just out of reach. As Archie Lee grapples with the pressure of fulfilling his father-in-law's stipulation, the tension between their living conditions and Baby Doll's expectations grows, creating an atmosphere thick with unfulfilled hopes and mounting frustration.
Oh, the Auntie is paying. You should come play.
Archie Lee faces a significant challenge from Silva Vaccaro, a newcomer to the cotton ginning business. Silva, a Sicilian, has established his own cotton ginning plantation, and his arrival has disrupted the local economy. With modern techniques and a fresh approach, Silva is quickly gaining a reputation for efficiency and quality. This puts Archie Lee and his cotton gin in a precarious position. As Silva's business grows, Archie finds himself struggling to keep up. The competition is fierce, and the stakes are high. Archie's livelihood depends on his ability to attract customers, but Silva's presence is making it increasingly difficult. Lieutenant, the local farmers are drawn to Silva's operation, which offers better prices and faster service. Archie feels the pressure mounting as he watches his business dwindle. The rivalry between the two men intensifies, leading to a battle not just for customers but for survival in a changing market. The tension between them reflects the broader themes of competition and the impact of new arrivals on established businesses. After Vaccaro's cotton gin burns down, the Megans find themselves in a precarious situation. Vaccaro is convinced that Archie Lee is behind the fire, seeing it as a way to shift the balance of power. The destruction of the gin could change the fortunes of both families, and Vaccaro is determined to take advantage of this chaos. When he meets with the Megans, he learns about the troubled marriage between Archie Lee and Baby Doll. This insight gives him a new perspective on how to manipulate the situation to his benefit. Vaccaro believes that by targeting Baby Doll, he can gain leverage over Archie Lee. He sees her as a pawn in a larger game, one that could help him reclaim his losses and assert control over the cotton business. The tension between the characters grows as Vaccaro's plan unfolds, revealing the complexities of desire, power, and betrayal in their intertwined lives. The stakes are high, and the consequences of their actions will ripple through their futures.
So you're what?
His actions begin a three-way battle of wills between Vaccaro, Archie Lee, and Baby Doll. The film, while credited to Tennessee Williams, reflects a complex relationship between the playwright and the screenplay. Elia Kazan, the director, asserted that Williams was only partially involved in the writing process. Kazan claimed he wrote most of the screenplay himself, which adds an interesting layer to the film's development. The tension among the characters is palpable, as Vaccaro's arrival disrupts the fragile balance in the lives of Archie Lee and Baby Doll. Archie Lee, a man desperate to maintain control over his young wife, finds his authority challenged by Vaccaro, who represents a more assertive and threatening force. Baby Doll, caught in the middle, embodies innocence and desire, complicating the dynamics further. The screenplay captures the essence of conflict, showcasing how personal desires and power struggles can lead to intense confrontations. The interplay of these characters creates a rich narrative that explores themes of manipulation, desire, and the quest for freedom. The film's dialogue and character interactions reflect the underlying tensions, making it a compelling study of human relationships. The conflict escalates as each character's motivations become clearer, leading to a dramatic climax that leaves a lasting impact on the audience. The screenplay's strength lies in its ability to convey complex emotions and the consequences of unchecked desires, making it a significant work in American cinema.
And so I say I believe in ghosts, in haunted places, in places haunted by the people that...
The director of Baby Doll made a significant choice in casting, opting to work with many actors who were alumni of the Actors Studio. This decision brought a level of depth and authenticity to the performances, as the entire principal cast consisted of seasoned veterans from this prestigious acting school. Among these actors, Carol Baker emerged as the first choice for the lead role of Baby Doll. Her portrayal was pivotal to the film's success, capturing the innocence and complexity of her character. However, there was an interesting twist in the casting process. The director, Elia Kazan, had a strong desire to cast Marilyn Monroe in the lead role instead. Monroe's star power and unique presence would have brought a different dynamic to the film. Despite this, the choice of Baker ultimately shaped the film's identity, allowing it to explore themes of desire and manipulation in a way that resonated with audiences. The casting decisions made for Baby Doll reflect the director's vision and the influence of the Actors Studio on American cinema during that era. At the time of the film Baby Doll, Marilyn Monroe was deeply focused on proving herself as a serious actress. She wanted to improve her image and show that she could take on more challenging roles. Monroe was aware of the public's perception of her as just a glamorous star, and was eager to break free from that mold. However, the director of Baby Doll was more inclined to cast Carol Baker, an actress he was familiar with from the Actors Studio in New York. This created a challenging situation for Monroe, who was determined to demonstrate her range and depth as an actress. She believed that taking on a role in Baby Doll would help her achieve the respect she sought in the industry. Despite her efforts, the director's preference for Baker highlighted the difficulties Monroe faced in her career at that time. She continued to strive for roles that would allow her to showcase her talent and versatility, hoping to change the narrative surrounding her image in Hollywood.
It goes springing from leaf to leaf and branch to branch in a tree till the forest is all aflame.
During the premiere of the film Baby Doll, an interesting event took place. Marilyn Monroe took on the role of an usherette, a gesture that was done to benefit the Actors Studio. This unique act highlighted her support for the arts and the community of actors. The film itself was a significant piece of cinema, and Eli Wallach's performance in it was particularly noteworthy. He portrayed a character that was both complex and compelling, showcasing his remarkable talent. Wallach described Baby Doll as one of the most exciting and daring movies he ever made, reflecting the bold themes and innovative storytelling that the film presented. His role contributed to the film's reputation for pushing boundaries and exploring controversial subjects. The combination of Monroe's involvement and Wallach's powerful performance made the premiere a memorable occasion in the history of film. The film's legacy continues to resonate, marking a pivotal moment in cinematic history.
Oh, you sure are lucky that I could take a job on your size right now. You see, you're my closest neighbor, and I believe in the good neighbor.
When he reflected on his experience in the film Baby Doll, Eli Wallach often expressed a sense of disbelief about the reactions it garnered upon its release. He noted that many viewers today might wonder what all the fuss was about, as the film's themes and content have evolved in public perception over the years. One particular scene stood out for Wallach, where his character discovers that his cotton gin has burned down. This moment posed a significant acting challenge for him. Wallach admitted that he struggled to connect with the emotional weight of the situation because he had no personal experience with cotton gins or the devastation of losing one. This lack of familiarity made it difficult for him to authentically portray the shock and despair that his character was meant to feel. Despite this challenge, Wallach's dedication to his craft shone through, as he worked hard to convey the necessary emotions, even when the context was foreign to him. His reflections reveal the complexities actors face when trying to embody experiences outside their own lives, highlighting the depth of his commitment to his role in Baby Doll.
Yeah, I guess so. Youth, huh?
Instead, he imagined in his mind that a friend has burned his house down with his wife and children inside, which provided him with the intense emotional reaction that the scene required. This technique showcases the depth of the actor's commitment to his role, illustrating how powerful imagination can be in eliciting genuine feelings during a performance. Principal photography for Baby Doll began in October of 1955, taking place in Mississippi. The filming was centered around the J.C. Burris House, a historic structure built in 1848. This location added an authentic Southern atmosphere to the film, enhancing the storytelling with its rich history and unique architecture. The choice of such a setting was crucial, as it helped to ground the characters in a specific time and place, making their experiences more relatable and impactful. The combination of the actors' emotional techniques and the carefully chosen filming locations contributed significantly to the film's overall mood and effectiveness. The environment played a vital role in shaping the narrative, allowing the audience to immerse themselves in the world of the characters. The juxtaposition of the actors' internal struggles against the backdrop of the southern landscape created a compelling visual and emotional experience. The film's success can be attributed to these elements working in harmony, showcasing the artistry involved in both acting and location selection. The film Baby Doll features an antebellum home located in Bolivar County, which serves as a significant backdrop for the story. This historic setting adds a layer of authenticity and atmosphere to the film. The director encouraged each actor to personalize the home's interiors by selecting props that they believed represented their character's personality. This creative choice allowed the actors to connect more deeply with their roles, making the environment feel more lived in and genuine. In addition to the antebellum home, other shooting locations included Greenville, Mississippi, which provided a rich southern landscape that complemented the film's themes. Furthermore, additional photography took place in sound stages in New York City, allowing for controlled environments that could enhance specific scenes. The combination of these locations contributed to the film's unique visual style and emotional depth, making it a memorable piece of cinema.
Would you move over and make a little room?
Carol Baker's style in the film Baby Doll has had a lasting impact on fashion, particularly influencing the trends of the 1990s. The film, released in 1956, showcased Baker in a way that captured the imagination of audiences and designers alike. Her character's wardrobe, especially the baby doll nightgown, became iconic. This particular style was characterized by its youthful, innocent look, which contrasted sharply with the more mature fashion of the time. The baby doll nightgown featured a loose fit, often with lace and ruffles, evoking a sense of playfulness and femininity. As the years went by, this aesthetic found new life in the 1990s, largely due to the influence of figures like Courtney Love. Love embraced the baby doll look, bringing it into the grunge fashion scene that defined the decade. The combination of the nightgown's childlike charm with the edgy, rebellious spirit of the 90s created a unique blend that resonated with many. This revival not only popularized the baby doll nightgown, but also solidified its place in fashion history. The term baby doll became synonymous with this style, reflecting a cultural shift towards embracing a more whimsical and carefree approach to clothing. The influence of Baker's portrayal in Baby Doll continues to be felt, as it laid the groundwork for future fashion trends that celebrate both innocence and rebellion.
This is Miss Rose Comfort McColgall speaking. No, the lady of the house is Mrs. R.
Upon its release, Baby Doll sparked significant controversy due to its risque subject matter. The film was seen as pushing boundaries, and many found its themes to be provocative. The Catholic Church was particularly vocal in its disapproval. One of the cardinals condemned the film, labeling it as one filled with carnal suggestiveness throughout. This strong reaction from the church led to a call for all Catholics to avoid the film. The church's stance reflected broader societal concerns about morality and the influence of cinema on public values. Critics argued that the film's content was inappropriate and could lead to moral decay. The backlash from religious groups highlighted the tension between artistic expression and traditional values during the 1950s. As a result, Baby Doll became a focal point in discussions about censorship and the role of religion in regulating art. The controversy surrounding the film not only affected its box office performance, but also sparked debates that resonated well beyond its initial release. Across the nation, nearly 20 million Catholics took a stand against the film Baby Doll, leading to widespread protests. These protests were not just simple disagreements. They involved organized picketing at theaters that dared to show the movie. The backlash was so intense that it nearly spelled disaster for the film's success. As a result of the boycott, a staggering 77% of the theaters that had initially planned to screen Baby Doll ended up canceling their showings. This mass cancellation had a significant impact on the film's financial performance, causing its box office receipts to be dismal at best. The controversy surrounding the film highlighted the deep divisions in American society during the 1950s, particularly regarding issues of morality and censorship in the arts. The protests reflected a broader cultural struggle, as many felt that the film's themes were inappropriate and offensive. The reaction to Baby Doll serves as a reminder of how powerful public opinion can be in shaping the fate of artistic works. The film's journey through theaters became a battleground for differing values and beliefs, illustrating the complex relationship between art and society.
Well, you know, Archie Lee, you're not an old man, but you're not a young man neither.
Time magazine's condemnation of the film Baby Doll marked a significant moment in cinematic history. The magazine labeled it one of the dirtiest American-made motion pictures that had ever been legally shown. This harsh criticism shocked many, including Carol Baker, who starred in the film. According to her, neither she nor anyone else involved in the production anticipated that the material would be viewed in such a controversial light. The film, directed by Elia Kazan, was based on a one-act play by Tennessee Williams and explored themes of desire, innocence, and manipulation. Baker's portrayal of the titular character, a childlike woman caught in a web of adult desires, was both praised and criticized. The film's provocative content, including its sexual undertones and suggestive themes, stirred public debate and led to discussions about censorship and artistic expression in cinema. Baker's perspective sheds light on the disconnect between the creator's intentions and the audience's reception, highlighting the complexities of filmmaking during a time when societal norms were rapidly changing. The backlash from critics and the media reflected broader cultural tensions, making Baby Doll a pivotal work in the landscape of American film. The controversy surrounding the film not only impacted its reception, but also influenced the careers of those involved, as they navigated the fallout from such a polarizing project. The film remains a significant example of how art can provoke strong reactions and challenge societal boundaries.
What a mess.
The backlash against the movie Baby Doll in 1956 was largely centered around a particular scene that many found controversial. This scene featured a seduction attempt by Eli Wallach's character, who sought to arouse and entice the character played by Carol Baker. The setting of this encounter, outside a farmhouse, added to the tension and complexity of the moment. Critics and audiences were taken aback by the boldness of the scene, which challenged the social norms of the time. The film's exploration of themes like desire and manipulation was seen as provocative, leading to heated discussions about morality and decency in cinema. Many felt that the seduction scene crossed a line, pushing boundaries that were not typically explored in mainstream films of that era. This reaction reflected broader societal concerns about sexuality and the portrayal of women in film, making Baby Doll a focal point for debates about artistic expression versus public decency. The controversy surrounding this scene ultimately contributed to the film's notoriety and its lasting impact on the landscape of American cinema.
Television.
Yeah?
The teacher would send me up to the blackboard to work on a problem.
During the scene on the swinging chair in the movie Baby Doll, there was speculation about the actions of Wallach's character. Viewers noted that his hands were not always visible in the close-up shot, leading to interpretations that he might be reaching under Baby Doll's dress. This moment sparked discussions among audiences and critics alike, as it raised questions about the boundaries of intimacy and the portrayal of sexuality in film during that era. The film, directed by Elia Kazan, was already controversial for its themes and content, and this particular scene added to the intrigue surrounding the characters and their relationships. The ambiguity of the moment allowed for various interpretations, making it a focal point for analysis. Some viewers felt it was a bold statement on desire and manipulation, while others viewed it as a more innocent interaction. The tension created in that scene contributed to the film's lasting impact and its place in cinematic history. The speculation surrounding this moment reflects broader societal attitudes towards sexuality and the complexities of human relationships, making Baby Doll a significant work for its time.
So Mr. Me and you say disappeared after supper.
Huh?
The filming conditions for Baby Doll were quite unique and challenging. On the day a particular scene was shot, the weather turned out to be very cold. This posed a significant challenge for the cast and crew, especially since the scene involved outdoor elements. To combat the chill, the director took proactive measures by placing heaters all around the swing set where the scene was being filmed. This decision was made to ensure that the actors, particularly Carol Baker and Eli Wallach, could perform comfortably despite the frigid temperatures. Both Baker and Wallach later reflected on how the heaters were essential for maintaining a workable environment during the shoot. The combination of the cold weather and the warmth from the heaters created an interesting dynamic on set, allowing the actors to focus on their performances without being distracted by the discomfort of the cold. This attention to the filming conditions contributed to the overall atmosphere of the movie, showcasing the dedication of the team involved in bringing the story to life. The efforts made to adapt to the weather conditions highlight the challenges filmmakers often face and the creative solutions they employ to ensure a successful production.
Oh, look here now.
As the credits roll on this captivating tale of desire and deception, we invite you to stay with us for a deeper dive into the lives of the remarkable cast behind Baby Doll. What became of the actors who brought this provocative story to life? From the enigmatic performances that captivated audiences to the personal journeys that followed, their paths are as intriguing as the film itself. Discover the triumphs and challenges they faced after the spotlight dimmed. Did they continue to shine in Hollywood, or did they seek new adventures far from the screen? Uncover the secrets of their careers, the choices that defined them, and the legacies they left behind. This bonus segment promises to reveal the unexpected twists in their lives, offering a fresh perspective on the film and its impact. Stay tuned as we unravel the stories that linger long after the final scene fades. Carol Baker's portrayal of Baby Doll Mayan in the 1956 film Baby Doll marked a pivotal moment in her career. The character, a childlike woman trapped in a stifling marriage, became a symbol of innocence and sexual tension. Baker's performance was both haunting and provocative, earning her an Academy Award nomination. However, the role also brought controversy, as the film faced censorship and backlash for its themes. After Baby Doll, Baker's career fluctuated. She starred in various films, but struggled to find roles that matched her early success. Personal hardships followed, including a tumultuous marriage to actor and director Jack Garfin, which ended in divorce. Baker faced public scrutiny during the 1960s, particularly due to her relationships and the pressures of Hollywood. In the 1970s, she moved to Europe, seeking a fresh start and finding success in Italian cinema. Despite the challenges, Baker remained resilient. In her later years, she lived a quieter life, occasionally appearing in interviews and documentaries. As of the latest updates, Carol Baker resides in Los Angeles, reflecting on a career filled with both triumphs and trials.
Well, the Syndicate Plantation built their own cotton gin, and I've lost their trade. Well, it's going to...
Madeline Sherwood played the role of the nurse in the 1956 film Baby Doll, a character that added a layer of complexity to the story. Her portrayal was marked by a subtle blend of professionalism and underlying tension, reflecting the film's themes of desire and manipulation. The nurse's presence served as a bridge between the main characters, often highlighting the moral ambiguities of their actions. Sherwood's performance was memorable, showcasing her ability to convey depth in a supporting role. After Baby Doll, Sherwood's career continued to flourish, with notable appearances in television and theater. She became known for her work on shows like The Twilight Zone and The Fugitive. However, her life was not without challenges. Sherwood faced personal hardships, including a tumultuous marriage to actor and director Robert Emhart, which ended in divorce. She also dealt with the pressures of Hollywood, including typecasting, and the struggle for meaningful roles as she aged. In her later years, Sherwood became involved in activism, particularly in advocating for women's rights and mental health awareness. She remained a private person, often shying away from the spotlight. The last known information about her indicates that she lived a quiet life, reflecting on her past while remaining engaged in her community. Sherwood passed away in 2021, leaving behind a legacy of powerful performances and a commitment to social causes.
Would you move over and make a little room?
Eli Wallach's portrayal of Silva Vaccaro in the 1956 film Baby Doll marked a significant moment in his career. Wallach's character is a complex blend of charm and menace, embodying the dark undercurrents of desire and manipulation. His performance captivated audiences, showcasing his ability to navigate the moral ambiguities of the role. This film solidified Wallach's reputation as a versatile actor capable of playing both villainous and sympathetic characters. After Baby Doll, Wallach's career flourished, with notable roles in films like The Good, The Bad and the Ugly, and The Magnificent Seven. However, his life was not without challenges. Wallach faced personal hardships, including the loss of his first wife, which deeply affected him. He also dealt with the pressures of Hollywood, where typecasting and industry politics often overshadowed talent. Despite these struggles, Wallach remained resilient, continuing to work in theater and film well into his later years. In his final years, Wallach continued to act, receiving acclaim for his role in The Ghostwriter in 2010. He passed away in 2014 at the age of 98, leaving behind a legacy of rich performances and a life marked by both triumph and tragedy. His story serves as a reminder of the complexities of fame and the human experience.
Well, how did you?
I have been...
R.G. Armstrong portrayed townsman Sid in the 1956 film Baby Doll, a role that showcased his ability to embody complex characters in a tense southern setting. Sid is a local man caught in the web of desire and deceit, reflecting the film's themes of manipulation and moral ambiguity. Armstrong's performance added depth to the narrative, making Sid a memorable figure in a story filled with dark undertones. After Baby Doll, Armstrong's career continued to flourish, with notable appearances in films and television series. He became a familiar face in westerns and dramas, often playing rugged, authoritative figures. However, his life was not without challenges. Armstrong faced personal hardships, including struggles with alcoholism, which affected his relationships and career trajectory. He was involved in a scandal in the late 1970s when he publicly criticized the Hollywood system, leading to a temporary decline in his roles. Despite these setbacks, Armstrong persevered, finding renewed success in character roles throughout the 1980s and 1990s. He remained active in the industry until his later years, leaving behind a legacy of diverse performances. The last known information about R.G. Armstrong indicates he passed away in 2019, leaving a complex and intriguing mark on the world of film and television.
Oh. You're awful young to be a dentist.
Rip Torn's portrayal of the dentist in the 1956 film Baby Doll is a haunting performance that captures the character's dark and unsettling nature. Torn's ability to convey menace and vulnerability simultaneously adds depth to a role that is both pivotal and disturbing. His character's obsession and moral ambiguity reflect the film's themes of desire and manipulation, showcasing Torn's early talent for complex roles. After Baby Doll, Torn's career continued to evolve, marked by a mix of critical acclaim and personal struggles. He faced significant challenges, including battles with alcoholism that affected both his personal life and professional relationships. Torn's reputation was further complicated by a series of legal issues, including a notorious incident in 2010, when he was arrested for breaking into a bank while intoxicated, believing it was his home. This incident highlighted the darker aspects of his life, overshadowing his artistic achievements. Despite these hardships, Torn remained a respected figure in the industry, known for his work in films and television, including a notable role in the series The Larry Sanders Show. His later years were marked by a quieter life, but he continued to act until his passing in 2019. His legacy is a complex tapestry of talent, turmoil, and resilience, leaving an indelible mark on the world of acting.
Passion for chocolate candy, though. She watches.
Carl Malden's portrayal of Archie Lee Mayen in the 1956 film Baby Doll is a haunting exploration of obsession and desperation. Malden's performance captures the character's dark, manipulative nature, revealing a man consumed by his desires and insecurities. His ability to convey a sense of lurking menace made Archie Lee a memorable figure in cinema, showcasing Malden's talent for embodying complex, flawed characters. After Baby Doll, Malden's career continued to flourish, with notable roles in films like A Streetcar Named Desire and the television series The Streets of San Francisco. However, his life was not without challenges. Malden faced personal hardships, including the tragic loss of his wife, who passed away in 2009 after a long battle with illness. He also dealt with the pressures of Hollywood, including the infamous blacklist era, which affected many actors during his early career. Despite these struggles, Malden remained a respected figure in the industry, known for his integrity and dedication to his craft. He continued to act until his later years, leaving behind a legacy of powerful performances. The last known information about Malden indicates that he passed away in 2009 at the age of 97, leaving a profound impact on film and television.
A signed confession from your wife. Now we're gonna have to go through this thing for appearance sake.
As we wrap up our look at the 1956 film Baby Doll, it's hard not to feel a wave of nostalgia. The film, with its bold themes and unforgettable performances, left a mark on its cast and the audience alike. Carol Baker, who played the titular role, faced both acclaim and controversy, shaping her career in ways she never expected. Eli Wallach, who brought the character of Silva to life, went on to become a celebrated actor, known for his versatility and depth. The film's provocative nature sparked discussions that echoed through the years, influencing how stories were told in cinema. Did you watch Baby Doll during your childhood? What memories do you have connected to this film? Perhaps it was a family movie night or a late-night viewing that sparked your interest in cinema. We invite you to share your stories in the comments below. Your experiences help keep the spirit of this classic alive.
Don't be so skittish.
All right,